Well, I just wanted to show you guys some more nice work by my neighbor here. It's the pipeline welder, professional welder, whatever you want to call him, who works on the pipeline right now. But I cracked the bucket on Rosie. I don't know if I ever showed you guys that or not. But discovered a big crack running all the way from here, all the way over and around and down. And you know, you can see the work that he's done. He's got a little surface rust, but I see at least 4 beads there, and I bet he ran more underneath of that. But the reason I wanted to show that and I wanted to mention that was, you know, I don't know how I cracked it, but this is big, heavy steel. I probably just spun around and, you know, hit it against a bank or something. I know I've done that before. I just don't know which event actually cracked it. But really what I wanted to mention was just a shout out to him and to having good neighbors in general, that I just sent him a text and said, hey man, I need some help welding this bucket up. For me to do it, I would have had to get the machine back across the road to my own house, try to build an extension cord to run out off my 50 amp plug, and then weld it up. And I don't consider myself a great welder. I can tack some stuff together, but you know, I'm not this good. Versus he's got his whole truck mobile unit ready to go. Sent him a text and said, man, if you can help me, great. If not, I'll find somebody else. I was out of town for the weekend. I come back and look at what I've got. He never even replied to my text. Well, he said originally, if I have time, I'll try to do it. That was the last thing I heard. And then even when I came home, I saw it and I texted him to say thank you and asked how much I owed him. And he said nothing. He didn't reply. That's what he said. Which we've already had that conversation, he and I. Hey man, we're neighbors. We're gonna help each other out. So I know I'll get a chance to make it up to him eventually. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I will make it up to him. But like I said, I just wanted to show that. I'm just over here at Alonso's today. I had to track the machine out to the road for him to do that, just so he could get in and didn't have to worry about getting his truck stuck, because his truck's really heavy. So I did have the machine tracked out to the road, and I just came over here to track it back in today. We're supposed to get rain again tomorrow. So I want to get the machine back in here off of this driveway, and then I'm going to run the tractor over here and just make a couple passes across it with my bucket. Just try to smooth it out and you know, hopefully knock down any or fill in any low spots and whatever, just to, if we do get a big rain, I don't want to have puddles in this driveway. So like I said, just shout out to my neighbor for being a heck of a good guy. You know, it's really important to me, and it should be important to everyone to have neighbors that you can rely on. And I don't see that as shameful in any way, you know, to ask somebody, everybody you meet, hey, what do you do for a living? Hey, what are your skills? You know, this is what I do. What do you do? Can we help each other out? So, yeah, Alonso's place. Not too much changed, but depending on what this rain does tomorrow, we'll have to let it come and go, and then see about getting in here and continuing the expansion on his pond. But now that my bucket's welded up, we're one step closer. So this is fun. Back here on Alonso's job. Finally getting back down in the bottom of his pond after almost 2 months of intermittent rain. But I was going to show you guys how I'm sweeping this mud. Basically, we had dug the first pond section, which is where I'm at right now. And then we decided to expand the pond, as you guys recall. And when I dug the expansion, I dug it down quite a bit deeper than the first part. And so now I'm having to go back, because I've tapped out the expansion. And I'm going back and trying to deepen the original part, but it's got several feet of silty sludge that's come in on it over the year. So what I did was I walked out here and I built up a little levee basically to protect me. I've got a good stockpile of dry dirt right here in front of me that I've managed to recapture. And then I cut a hole behind it, cut a little swamp basically behind it. Now I'm just trying to usher all this mud over there. It's not ideal by any means. You know, this is one of those things a bulldozer would sure be nice for. But me and Rosie here seem to figure it out. And all this just so I can capture dirt that should have been captured originally the first time I dug it. But he said he didn't want it dug too deep. You know, he said, oh, not too deep, not too deep. And then we ended up expanding, and even with the expansion, it's going to be cutting it close on having enough dirt to do everything he wants to do. So I'm kind of going rogue here and going to deepen this a little bit more, making it as deep as the expansion, which he's seen the depth of the expansion if he didn't care. So sweep it a little mud off. Try to get this mud off the top of this good dry clay. You see, that's good hard red clay right there. It's got to get the mud off the top of it. And I don't want to just shovel it up with the muck, and you know, because then it gets everything nasty. So I'm trying to keep it as dry as possible, obviously. But anyway, I just thought that was fun on the way I was sweeping it. Thought you guys might find it interesting. The way I'm having to sweep the mud over, kind of escort it through my little ditch that I dug here, a little canyon, if you will. I got the water pump just kind of idling over there, just trying to. I don't want it running full open because it'll suck air. But I got it just trying to keep up with this extra water and mud that I'm pushing into the hole. This is going to have to do it, you know. I kept saying, oh yeah, I'm done, and then I keep coming back in and expanding and digging deeper and everything else. So this one's going to have to be the last time done. I'm going to spend several hours today basically redigging the pond and, you know, touching it several more times than I wanted to. And probably won't charge you for it just because I feel bad. But anyway, I'll cut it off. I'll give you guys an update. Show you some done much.